seem to have undergone quite a profound conversion in Mexico, Mr. Mangan.
You could not have seen it yourself and not, Professor. As we disembarked, even through my fever, I saw the detritus of this so-called progress. I saw starvation and disease, rot and destruction polluting the waters of the Empire. We are ruiners, you and I, and all of us, and we make the world unclean.
And you took it upon yourself to act as Redeemer?
Professor, I would not be so presumptuous. I am merely a conduit. I am constructing an architecture to wrestle our damnation to the ground and smother it with steam.
Such an odd man. Such a probably delirious man, considering his fever and all that. There was a dude running around there, but no, well, that's his choice. He walked funnily, and it amused me rather than startled me. Even if the sound went, it really did nothing more than amuse me somewhat about how they waggle. So, you know.
He's here! He's here!
Damn right I am. Where's the party? I'm gonna show them what's what.
I said you'd come.
You did? Oh, hey. A nest of wretches. Dear God, a whole nest of these foul creatures. No mind. My instincts have drawn me this far, and I'm sure somewhere in this dank complex is a means of further descent. I will not see their faces as they go about their dark business. And yet I watch them sleep and eat and play, and they are so very human, so very childlike. And I will not think of what I have seen, the chairs and cages, and I will not think of how such monsters may be sculpted. It is probably a message from a while ago. The pump rooms. These must be the bilge root pumps. I am at the heart of the saboteur's efforts. In order to keep his flood in place, he must have disabled these vast pumps, but he was clearly rushed. Thus far, he has left most of his work incomplete, his clumsy efforts reduced to simply switching off all that he could find. If I can locate the controls, the remedy will be simple. Yeah, there you go. I think that's another one of those. Oh, I think the water's just kind of falling, dripping down there. But it could be one of those electricity monster dudes again. Oh, there's one. There's some more sort of machinery. And all in all, not really much going on here. I'm just going to keep on climbing up. And see what's going on.
Ahead, the trickle to still waters. I dragged myself deeper into the temple, downward ever, towards a wind that held the voices of my children, beckoning me to set them free.
What was that? It's really hard to really tell at what is actually going on a lot of the time, because a lot of the little details in this game are really either too far away or just really small, and it's just kind of hard to say what's actually just happening there. And that was a good way to climb down a ladder. I was kind of hoping I could land on one of those pipes, but then I realized this game has more invisible walls than any other game, and therefore I just kind of landed face first onto the floor. So that was good. That was great. That's good. Well, we can either go there, which goes off, or we can go to this door, which doesn't. Is this a door? I can't really tell what this is. Manda's Processing Company. Manda's Processing Company. Okay. Guess it's part of the Manda's Processing Company. Hello. You still. Oh man! Wow, that was just a jerk move. That was a pig head just floating there. Oh. That's the creepiest thing I've seen in the game so far. Just like the random pig head just kind of floating there. And yeah, like right here, the invisible wall starts here. And you can just see me kind of nudging. When I walk forward, you can already see me going left. Like, it doesn't want you to go into the water. So that monster just can't do anything right now. Like, even if you want to go into the water with the monster in it, you can't. Because there is just a large invisible wall blocking your way. And, well, good luck getting past that, I guess. Even if you get... Am I stuck? No. Like, even if you get past that, it wouldn't surprise me if it wouldn't even attack you, because it's just not even scripted to be able to see you, really, most likely. Like, it walks kind of in your direction, but that's about it. Then it just stops. I don't know what this is. It just seems like a lamp. Seems like there's something missing here, but... I don't know. It just feels a bit too large. And I'm thinking right now, like, for a moment I thought, Huh, it's kind of interesting how the lights flicker on and off when there's a pig nearby. But at the same time, there's been a lot of situations where there's just been nothing and the lights have been flickering on and off. So either pigs have been nearby us all along and the lights just sort of flicker every now and then, and that's kind of cute, I guess. Or they just very rarely actually attack. And I guess that was more of an and they very rarely actually attack. And this is getting really loud. Oh, a pig head. That wasn't there before. I'm becoming... I don't know. Like, this game... It's getting to the point where things stop kind of being scary and or impressive. And it's just seemingly more of the same as we progress through the story. And that's kind of a shame. Because... you may have noticed that I've not been exactly very terrified throughout this game so far as compared to Amnesia. Like, I think the atmosphere in Amnesia, The Dark Descent, had a better scary atmosphere, if anything, compared to this game. But there you go. Valves and pipes. Another pump, it seems. Once again, I must engage it. I cannot help but feel I'm trapped in some great game, forced to undertake endless Herculean labors from the promised reward of my darling children. One day, my children will be set free, but until then, that's just simply not going to be the case, really. At least I still have the added immersion effect that my... oh, well, there you go. Let's see what happens. Huh. Well, he did hit us once, but it seems that Mr. Oswald is okay with that, really. So there's a wheel I can turn, but that seems like a bad idea right now. Let's go in here. So yeah, it does appear that the water dude can in fact hit me, but it doesn't really do anything. Like, I guess I'll take damage, and I guess if I get hit too many times, I'll just die. But I don't know. I can live with that. I still haven't actually died at all. So, oh well. I don't know where to go. I'm just gonna go over here, I guess. Let's see what's over here. I'm pretty much lost right now, but I'm just going to the places which I can see, because it seems, while there sometimes are other areas, you're probably gonna go there anyway, even if you have to. Wow, it's stuck. That's annoying. Why is that? Oh, this thing. Oh, that's probably why. Get in there. Oh, fixed. How about now? Nope, I guess there's more to this. Okay. Most likely, there's gonna be gears scattered around this area. Oh, there's another one. Was that it? That may be enough, actually. Let's try it again. Puzzles! God. But yeah, I don't know. I do enjoy this game. It's just that it doesn't feel very exciting compared to The Dark Descent. Like, sometimes you get chased and then the chase sequence just kind of stops seconds afterwards because you went through a gate or whatever. Like, oh, I fell down into the Wawa. This could be bad, actually, because I don't really see how I'm supposed to get out of here. There's a red thing here. You can... What? I'm not holding any object, though. Well, that was effective. I guess I'll throw it at that. No. Can I throw it up at the ladder? Oh, there we go. Problem solved. Except, not really, because all that really accomplished was that we're now just further up. Well, I just sort of jumped down. Like, there wasn't really anything there, was there? Well, that was good. If we're in a new area, that's neat. I don't really know how that works, but I'm gonna call it the magic of the world. I'm gonna hope the world just sort of transformed around me as I went down there, and that everything's okay now. My journal. Finding the children. The flood is drained. I have prevailed. The saboteur is beaten. My heart pounds with excitement, even as my head spins and shudders in fevers anticipation. How this machine now throbs about me, sensing its rebirth is imminent. The final descent beckons me to enter, as Lily once lay on our wedding bed and summoned me into... Okay, let's see where to go. There's a lot of areas, and honestly, I don't really know where to go right now. Oh, is there anything there? No, I think that's just a weird lighting effect. Oh my god, this place is loud. I guess turning on the machine has its downfall points, things that it's just really bloody loud. Maybe there's a ladder that goes down here somewhere, which I would be able to use to... Oh yeah, there we go. Because the water is drained here, so I guess I can just turn that wheel now. And there's that dude. You hit me once, and I was mildly bemused by it. But now, my mild bemusement will no longer be the case, for I am no longer in your poo-infested Wawa. That looked pretty cool. I guess the main thing with this game, so far, in terms of good parts, are just all the effects and stuff. And the way that it just sort of moves stuff around randomly. And how there's just a random pig head floating in the sky that instantly disappears. Like tiny things like that. I think those are done really well. I think in terms of exploration, this game is actually just bad. Because you just follow a single path. You take along the only item you can interact with, and then you just continue on. And in terms of story, it's kind of interesting, because I'm kind of curious where it goes. Like, in terms of story and effects are really good. Exploration, not good at all. Is how I'm feeling it so far. But fortunately, that's enough for me for now. In terms of what I require from a game. I'm okay with story and interesting effects. Because the effects that they did add are really cool. I will give it that. The children dancing. He obsessively scans the newspapers and periodicals for new inventions. They are the architecture to evaluate us all, he proclaims. And with an Enoch, just play on, unaware. Apparently the children were dancing back then. Having a lot of fun dancing about. Having a jolly old time. It's pretty great. I love it. Let's continue onwards. Whoop. Let's see if there's not a phone nearby which can tell us about how great of a job we've done. And how the dude that was supposedly sabotaging us was probably the guy on the phone all along. Which will be the great plot twist of the century. Plop. March 15th, 1899. Curled into my bunk, all sick and sweat-ridden, they clean my room about me, but I can only hear the voice from that gentlest of stones. It sings to me, and I dream of a great machine. I'm guessing they're talking about the orb right now. We will build a new world from the ruins of the old. We will plant flowers in the rotten ribcage and let them grow to hold the sky from falling. I remember how it whispered to me as we rolled sick and heaving, and I remember when we pulled into Southampton, and we both wept, for it was every bit as much a desecration as it has been sung to me. And then we came to London, and I set it upon the mantelpiece, and went into the house, and gathered the servants, and set on recrafting them, and I went into the garden, and buried those tiny shattered bones under the weeping bulges of the rhododendrons. AKA, the master was not very nice that day. He was having a bad day, and bad things happened to the good people. And then I wrote it about my journal. The heart of the machine. And when they first said daddy, my heart was molten, as if blood frozen upon the ground were held to the sun to thaw and slop. And they were inseparable, always together, one soul in two bodies, and my love was all-consuming. I would die for you, I whispered to their sleeping faces. I would kill. I would set this world to ruin to protect you. I have fought through dark tunnels, great engines, the foulest of beasts. I have set my covenant and drained this flood, and I have come for you now, my darling boys. Indeedly. So let's see if our children aren't happily scattering about here. As we so expect. No unauthorized person to enter this facility by order of the management. Well, I'll authorize myself. I'm sure they don't mind. Huh. Another dead end with pipes and a lot of noise. So much noise all the time.
You came then to London, and you set me upon a mantelpiece, and then you went into the house and gathered the
So that does make me wonder.
Children, Magnus, to spare them the world you have created for us all.
If Alexander or someone like that was in the orb that they found again, which led to general horribleness. That was pretty cool. I enjoyed that.
Oh, dear God. Dear Christ, what is this place?
Also, it's kind of neat to have a main character that's capable of speaking. As little as it is in this game, at least he says anything. Because in Penumbra, he doesn't really say anything at all. And in Amnesia: The Dark Descent, I think Daniel pretty much only says something in the intro. And then during journal entries and stuff. But nowhere else, really.
I tried so hard. I will uphold my promise. I will always protect them for you. My eyes are your eyes. My heart is your heart. I will rip them loose from this rotten world and set them to burn. All to save them.
There you go. Levers. Which do nothing. I guess it's not powered right now. And there was that pump control room, which you can probably fiddle around with a little bit. Ooh. And then there's this ladder thing, which I can almost climb. But not quite, sadly. I think I'll probably just go to the control room. It seems like there's not really much going on in this room which I can actually interact with right now. Except for those two levers, but they're not very exciting. Can I interact with that? That looks like the kind of note which I would be able to read. However, it probably isn't. So, yeah, let's just keep on going, I guess. Let's go into the control room, where we may turn on whatever device we have found. Whatever this machine for pigs actually is. Maybe I am the pig all along that they told about in the stories. Perhaps I am.
And they feel no pain. The process is completely humane.
Humane, Professor? That we judge the acceptable level of suffering by the human condition? Ask the beggar, Professor. Ask the orphan. Ask the whore. Ask the starving, Professor. The weak, the sick, the filthy. Ask them to define your humane.
Fair point. You know, he's really doing a pretty good job convincing me right now. I would say so.